the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TD PHINS TALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Y'all punch that like button on your way in the building. Let your friends and family members know about the channel. We are growing big time over here. Last month, we added about 750 members to the family. On our way to our next threshold. So thank you to everybody who's new to the channel and joining. Miami Dolphins drafting Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson at 11. We're going to talk about that, get deep into that, and I'm going to break it all down. And before I even get started, let me say this to the chat. This isn't trolling, okay? I'm not trolling. I'm not just making stuff up. I have strong reason to believe that this is the Miami Dolphins target at 11. Big time strong reason to believe that, all right? But I'm not going to get into all kind of details about that piece of it. Just hear me out and hear everything I have to say. And at the end of the day, hey, the Dolphins, they can go any direction they want at 11. We'll find out on draft day. But this is who I think the target actually is for the Miami Dolphins, okay? All trolling aside, okay? Let's get to it, all right? First and foremost, somebody asked me a few months ago, hey, TD, what's your thoughts on Ty Simpson? And I told them I don't have a thought on Ty Simpson because I'm traumatized by Alabama quarterbacks. If they come from Alabama, I don't want nothing to do with them whatsoever. So I start looking at, Mendoza. Then I realized he's out of our reach. And then I was looking at a few other guys in the draft, start watching film about a week and a half ago on other guys, just so I'll know what I'm talking about in the coming weeks. And when I got some recent news in the last 48 hours, this is who I've been watching nothing but film on, which is Ty Simpson. Didn't think I've never paid attention to him in college. I may have saw a game or so, but I've never really dived into him, okay? I refuse to because I don't want nothing to do with Alabama quarterbacks because of Tua Tagovailoa. I'm just being honest with you. But when I watched the film, I swear to y'all, I was blown away. I was shocked. I was big time shocked. Like I'm looking at these quarterbacks and I'm looking for intangibles. I don't care if you won a natty. I don't care if you led the college in passing. I don't care if you had the most touchdowns in college. Man, I look at intangibles. And our recent quarterback has taught us that. Okay. I like Ty Simpson. I legitimately like Ty Simpson after spending the last day watching this film. Like, I'm actually shocked at the intangibles I see in this kid. And if I'm going to give a comp, it's almost like give me Joe Burrow, Mac Jones, put them in the middle. That's Ty Simpson, but that's also who I think Drake May is. That exact same thing. You give me Joe Burrow and Mac Jones and put them smack dab in the middle. That's what I think Drake May is, and that's kind of who I'm feeling like Ty Simpson is after watching nothing. I've been watching so much film on this kid, like about 5 hours today. 5 hours today worth of film. And I'm actually shocked. And let me go ahead and break down the details because I ain't going to get on the stream and just tell you I like him. Oh, I'm going to tell you why I like him, okay? First and foremost, he's not tall, but he's not 6. And he's not 6'1". He's 6'2". 206'1". He's 6'2". And I like 6'3" or above, but he's 6'2", all right? Has a solid frame. I like his frame. And in the NFL, he could actually even mold that, right? Also, his mobility. He's not Lamar Jackson, but he ain't no Tua Tagovailoa. And his body frame can get out of pressure when those big guys put their hands on him. He's mobile. He can move in the pocket. He can, oh my gosh. See, now I'm about to get into the things that really excite me about him. First of all, he moves very well in the pocket, right? He calls his protections. He knows how to shift his lines and call all his protections. I was shocked. I'm watching this kid on film, go up to the line, sliding them right, go up to the line, giving them assignments, telling them like speaking, doing it all. The stuff that our quarterback, I ain't never seen him do. All I seen him do is tap a helmet. He pre-snap, he can call his protections. He knows what he's doing. It's rare now, by the way. Just so y'all know, that is rare now. He know how to call his protections. Number 2, he's accurate, just as accurate as, well, people think Tua is accurate. I don't see it that way. But he's just as, if not more accurate than Tua. His anticipation, real anticipation. He shows real anticipation on film, not spot throwing, actually sitting in the pocket, watching it develop and calculating real time the spot to put it, not just put it in the spot where they're supposed to be. He's calculating real time post snap where to put the football. I mean, it's like a thing of beauty. I'm telling you, I was like completely shocked. I completely shocked at all the film that I was watching on him. Now, one little caveat, he doesn't have the strongest arm, but he can get it down there. He get it down there better than Tua. It's stronger than Tua's. But he don't have the cannon, but he has a solid arm. It's not the strongest arm, but he can throw outside the numbers. It's strong enough for him to throw outside the numbers, which he actually did consistently, throwing outside the numbers. The kid has the intangibles, and the number one trait that I love the most about him, what I saw, he can actually process the field and read defenses. Post-snap. He already identifying pre-snap because he's setting protections, making moves, switching plays to get to where he want to go based off the defense. And in some plays, it looks like he even had a contingency plan. There was one play, right? It looked like it was coming from the left. So he shifted his protection. He went to the line, shifted it to the left. But it was a linebacker that was shaded inside on the it was a linebacker shaded inside of the box. And it was almost deceitful. The blitz looked like it's coming from the left, but it's actually coming from the right, but he don't know that pre-snap. So what does he do? He literally shift his line left to get the pre-snap blitz where it's coming from. And then he tells his running back, he sends him on an option route right where the outside guy is, just in case they're stunting. And sure enough, hike the ball. The blitz that was supposed to come went out, so the protection slid the wrong way. But then the running back is clearing right where the real blitz is coming, and he slid the pocket and hit him right away. Like, this is the grade A, top notch pre-snap processing stuff you need. You identify what you see pre-snap, but just in case they tricking me, let me send a guy here. It could also be coming from there. Like, this is it. I mean, the throws can be made. He's more athletic. And here's the deal. Is he a finished product? I'm going to be the first to tell y'all, no, he's not a finished product. But here's what y'all got to realize. This kid is only started 1 year, and everybody says that's a knock on him. He only got 1 year of experience. Let me tell you what I love. He didn't run. He was a top prospect. And actually, he was projected to go top 3 before this season. And when I speak to people, they say, well, if you know anything about Alabama football, which I don't, but they tell me, well, it really wasn't him. It was a lot to do around him. No run game. It was a lot of things falling apart around him this year. But he played well despite it. And when I look at stuff like this, a 1-year starter, he didn't run. He sat there for 2 years in Alabama as a backup. He could have went in the transfer portal and started so many places. Don't forget, the Hurricanes offered him a big bag to come be their quarterback for next year, and he turned it down and entered the draft. The Hurricanes offered him a big bag to come be the quarterback, and he turned it down and entered the draft. Everybody say that was a mistake, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out. But I'm telling y'all, to sit there and not be a runner. I saw Michael Irvin going off recently talk about, I'm sick of this portal stuff. These kids ain't got no heart. They don't know how to stay where they are and fight to get where they want to get. They want to jump in the portal and run from competition. This kid never ran. He sat there, hey, you didn't want me. And this was a Saban guy. It wasn't even the new coach's guy, but he earned the position. He earned the position, and they gave it to him, and he balled out. He don't run from competition. He don't run from when it looks tough. He sticks with it and keep on developing and keep learning. So I think that's a positive that he didn't play all those years and he had 1 year as a starter. People say that's a negative, not a lot of experience. But in Miami's situation, that's the guy you need. You know why? You go get you a Malik Willis. You go get you a Mac Jones. And you bring them in on a lower deal, and you go draft the Ty Simpson, that's real competition. That's a real quarterback competition. You go get you a guy who trying to prove themselves like Malik or Mac, and you still go draft a Ty Simpson, that's how you're supposed to do it, because you ain't even in no rush to start him. You're not even in a rush to start him. But the upside is so immense. He has 1 year starting in college football. And if that's the floor at the 1 year starting, that's a beautiful thing. Like, I want everybody to think about this too. Go back and look at Joe Burrow. First years, I think Ohio State, nothing. Entered the portal, went to LSU. First year at LSU, he was solid. He went no better than Ty Simpson. It was Burrow's senior year where he went off. I think this is the guy that has that same opportunity. He just coming to the league right now after starting 1 year. Don't forget Burrow's third year in college football, his first year at LSU. 57% completion. Wasn't a slouch, but it wasn't it wasn't crazy. He threw the rock well, just like Ty Simpson. It wasn't until Burrow's second full starting season where he went absolutely nuclear. And I think this kid has that ceiling. I'm actually shocked. I don't want nothing to do with Alabama quarterbacks, but when I watch the tape, all biasness aside, he has intangibles. He has the intangibles because he has the cerebral part, in my opinion. The pre-snap, post-snap, the calling protections, and a little more mobile. And I think more accurate than Tua. Now, his mechanics need a little bit of work at times for consistency, but even with when you look at bad mechanics, like the way, throwing the football with his, we'll talk about it because we're going to watch some film on him at some point. When you look at his mechanics, easy fixes, but it still deliver the football even whenever it's a little off. Still get it where it need to be. And I see somebody in the chat, Trinidad Chambliss is better. I get it, but you know what? This is what people need to understand. I love upside on a young quarterback. And I said this to somebody not too long ago. I believe Ty Simpson was a better prospect than Drake May was. I said I believe Ty Simpson was a better prospect than Bo Nix. Some people disagree with that one, but to me, I thought he was. I think he is. And I know where people are going to get caught up here. At 11, I agree. Because again, 1 year at 11, you're taking a gamble. But when you have your guy that you believe in, you got to go get him. Because here's where you can't put a price on. When they drafted Drake May, where they drafted him, everybody was like, what are y'all doing? When they drafted Bo Nix at, 13? Huh? Y'all see what I'm saying here? Y'all putting too much merit on where they're drafted at that position. It's about getting the guy. It's about getting the guy. Even though Jordan Love went at 11, that's still where they got him. I mean, some people projected third round. I mean, am I wrong? Because some people projected Jordan Love in the third round. If you got a guy you like, you go get him. I'm telling y'all now, this is actually a prospect that I could actually get behind. This is a prospect that I can actually get behind. The intangibles are there. The throwing the football and all that is fine. But when I see a guy on film consistently calling his protections, play after play after play, looking at the defense, keeping his eyes up when pressure coming and sliding and moving in the pocket, keeping his eyes up, not worried about what's around him, feeling it. When I got a guy who's doing that, getting out of harm's way, setting his line for success, I'm sorry, those are intangibles that can be even built further upon. See, this is the type of guy, and who knows? He might go in the second round, might be the third, might be the fourth, or might even fall to the fifth. I don't know. But what I will tell you is, this is the type of guy right here that somebody drafts, like the Rams, and everybody like, oh, they got that guy. Next thing you know, 4 years later, hey, Ty Simpson balling with the Rams. And you're like, we could have had him. We could have had him. So I already know people going to be like, oh, TD trolling. No, I have great reason to believe that this is the Miami Dolphins target. And I have great reason to believe that, okay? And I'm not getting into all the this and that and who said this and that. I have great reason to believe that this is the target. But here's what I will tell you. For all y'all naysayers of them, fine. That's what we're here for. Let's talk about it. tell me what you don't like about Ty Simpson. Put it in the chat in real conversation, because educate me. Educate me. Tell me what you don't like about Ty Simpson. Tell me what about Ty Simpson in his game you don't like. Tell me. I just want to know. I want to hear from some people. Tell me the things that I need to go double check and look for. Please let me know. Not a big game quarterback. I'll go check it out because I got a lot more film to watch. You know me. I want to eventually go to all the ranked games. I'll check out all his turnovers. Size and arm strength are questionable. I'm not worried about it. It's better than Tools. And his size a little bit bigger. Little bigger. Lack of experience, talked about that. It's actually a plus for me. It makes me feel like he has more upside. See, the lack of experience is the last thing I'm worried about with him, because if he only got 1 year of collegiate starting on the highest level, let's talk about that too, on the highest level in the SEC. 1 year of starting, if you're going to tell me that's what I'm going to get after the first year, all I got to do is compare Joe Burrow's first year at LSU. Oh, I love his upside then. So I'm not worried about experience. He needs to sit a few years. That's the beauty of it too, right? First of all, he sit as long as he need to, but that's the beauty of it. In our current situation, it almost seems too perfect. You go get a Malik or Mac Jones, and you go ahead and give them a little 3-year deal. And probably something around 3 year, $45 million. And you make it a QB competition. You got, like, think about it. We always been begging for QB competition, right? Would this not be the first real competition? Quinn Ewers, Ty Simpson, and either one of those guys, Malik Willis or Mac Jones. Is that not the best quarterback competition you could possibly have? Because nobody's truly entitled to anything other than the guy that you paid to bring in, but it ain't crazy money. You're only guaranteeing about a year, about 40% of it, about $20 million guaranteed. That's real competition. And guess what? You give the nod to whoever the guy is. You give him a little bit of an advantage. Whoever the guy is you sign to bring in, like Malik or Drake or Mac Jones. You give one of those guys the upper hand, but they still compete equally because you don't even need to rush Ty because this team is rebuilding. You let the new guy take the lumps, and he can be on this roster developing, and you know what you have in him. Doing it just like Jordan Love in Green Bay. This is what they believe. They've done this. Aaron Rodgers was there. Remember when Aaron Rodgers came in? Same thing with Jordan Love. Sat behind Aaron Rodgers for a few. This is what they believe in. This is why I don't even think that they're going to try to punt a quarterback for 27. They're not looking for a guy they could bring in and start right away. They fundamentally believe, let's go find a guy we love and let him just sit in the background. Remember, we even thought Jordan Love must be sucked. They keeping Aaron Rodgers. They won't move on from Aaron Rodgers. Jordan Love must be that bad. Little did we know, they just truly believe, and hey, we ain't in no rush for you. We got big plans for you. That's what you do. And everybody that say, oh, but this isn't a good draft class for quarterbacks, why is it every time we say that, some of the best quarterbacks come out? And every time we say it's a great class, it's one of the worst. You don't notice that trend? Ladies and gentlemen, have y'all not noticed that trend? Every time we say something loaded, it don't be, but then whenever we say it's not, him and him and him. We put too much stock in these quarterbacks and what they do in college. You know what I'm learning? Screw college football in regards to these quarterbacks. The only thing that matters is their intangibles and how they'll translate to the NFL. We look too much into How many bowl games or how far did they go in the playoffs? Did they win the big game? Was they a Heisman finalist? Were they this? Were they that? We look too much into that. Too much into it. My brother in the building said, what the hell happened to loving Ewers? I still love Ewers upside, but our new GM and coach have made it clear that they will, in fact, have real quarterback competition. What that look like? Should we conform to saying, hey, let Quinn Ewers be the guy? Heck no, he got to compete too. This is the way to do it. They didn't draft Quinn Ewers. I'm not going to be naive and think that they're all in love with Quinn Ewers. And he got a lot more to show too. Again, I like Quinn Ewers' upside, but looking at Ty Simpson's film, I like his upside way more than Quinn Ewers. 1 year starting, and I'm seeing all of this happen on film consistently. I'm still blown away by the calling protections, actually processing the field, like literally reading high low. We're gonna have to do some film studies. We're gonna have to watch some film on Ty. Because I got to show y'all what I see. And I even went to some other people that broke down his film just to verify what I was looking at was correct. They saw some things I ain't even noticed. And wow, yeah, you're right. TD, he from Bama. No, bruh, you know how I feel about that. I never gave this man the time in the day and looked at him because he from Bama. Like, no, I don't want nothing to do with nobody from Bama. Nope. That was me. Y'all, I've said it on the show several times. Y'all heard me. But it shows y'all that I've been raw on this kid. I have no idea who he is and how he play because I'm too scarred me. Okay? And all I've been doing is watching this film, and I'm sitting there, and you know me, I'm looking for the flaws. I don't like all that highlight stuff. I don't like all that praising. I want to know what your problem is before I know what your strength is. Because I want to know, is it even worth looking at your strengths? And I'm watching film, and I'm like, okay, all right, it's solid. And the solid turned to, man, hold on, who is this? Like, man, let me look at some more. And I just kept looking, and I kept looking. I'm like, and the intangibles are clear. They like show up on film. They like show up. And the crazy thing is, the reason why he is one of the least hyped guys is because of the overall team success. And it is Alabama. And I start reaching around and I talk to some people and say, so what is his deal? I'm seeing good stuff, but why is he not, viewed as, one of the top guys? And the people I talked to say he is a top guy. The problem is, the team as a whole had issues. Their running game was lackluster. There was a lot of problems around him on that team. And I feel like he balled out regardless. And some of y'all are Alabama. Well, I don't know if Alabama fans watch this channel. If you're an Alabama fan, check in the chat if you watched all Alabama games this year. Let me know in the chat, yes or no, if you're an Alabama fan. All right. Know the Simpson, know the Alabama quarterbacks. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all gonna feel that way. TD, I don't co-sign on just any take. I am not always right, but I have good numbers. Told people Jonah was a big reach. Good stuff. Yeah, he need to tighten up. TD, he only has like 15 starts. I know. Are y'all not hearing me? I know he only got 15 starts. That is a positive for me, not this negative that everybody else is saying. It's a positive. It's a positive. Only 15 starts, but has been in that program for 4 years and balled out, in my opinion, played great football. It tells you the upside. It was his first time. Put it like this. Rookies in the NFL, do you have the highest of expectations for them, even if they're a first-round pick? No. But when they play well as a rookie, what does that tell you about their trajectory? So that one season of starting for Alabama, That should give y'all not pause, but putting your foot on the gas of the upside got to be great. I wonder what a second year or a third year under center would have done for him. That's upside. And I'm telling you, if the Dolphins were to draft him at 11, it's not about starting him right away. Like, I see the intangibles of why you can use a number 11 overall pick on him. I see it. I actually see it. And again, tell me what you don't like about him. Tell me what you don't like about him. See, we could 6'2", still taller than Tua. Arm ain't as strong, still stronger than Tua's. Better processor, more mobility. Throw outside the numbers. Processes the field, pre-snap, post-snap, calls protections. What else are you looking for? What else are you looking for? What else are you looking for? I don't get it. Like, we got to stop making the quarterback position a popularity contest. Simpson had a high draft grade. I'm confused on why Mendoza is number 1, TD. Listen, you know, I don't really be as tapped into college like that. I'll just wait till this time of year to look at film on quarterbacks and position needs for the team. Outside of that, I really don't be tapped in as much. And I'm doing my quarterback work. And whenever I got word about this, I was like, yeah, I got to go look at this kid because this could be a real possibility. And the first thing people say, yeah, but he's not a 11th, not at 11. Quarterbacks do not run the same scale as everybody else, ladies and gentlemen. If you find a guy with the intangibles and you like him and think he can be the future, ain't no pick off limit. There ain't no pick off limit. Have you not learned that in the last few years? Drake May, he would draft 13th overall or something? Oh, 8th? What was Drake May? But nobody had him going there. Bo Nix, 13th or something, 12th. Nobody had him going there. This is the job of a general manager in the scout team, to actually find the guy with intangibles. This is the job. So when you Drake May 3rd overall, did y'all pre-draft have Drake May going top 5, top 10? Yes or no in the chat? And be honest. Be honest. Yes or no? Did you have Drake May going top 10? Did you have Bo Nix going top 15? I'm curious. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. And I see your point, Glenn, but I'm not talking about need. I'm talking about as a prospect. Not because a team need a quarterback. As a prospect, were any of those guys top 10 or top 15? No. 99% of all NFL people that love the NFL did not have either of those guys going that high. But this is the job of a general manager in a scouting department, to find that guy that make everybody say, why would you get him so early? And then you look back a few years later, not a soul saying that. No, everybody done forgot what they were saying on draft night with Drake May. Everybody, I remember Kobe wasn't even ecstatic. We were laughing about Drake May. Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember on draft night we were laughing about Drake May? We on the AFC's roundtable, man. Y'all ain't getting this person. Y'all getting Drake May. I bet somebody like that. And we were laughing. Y'all forget that. I don't like Ty Simpson at 11. And guess what? tell me Ty Simpson had the talent that Tua had around him at Alabama. And I know Alabama's a great team, always got good players, right? But tell me this Alabama team was better than the version that Tua was with or Mac Jones was with. Tell me that. Y'all don't get it, man. That laughter turned to crying. That's the only point I'm trying to make here. That's the only point I'm trying to make. I was literally clowning Kobe about Drake May. Y'all got Drake May at 3? I was literally laughing about the Bo Nix pick. Many people were like, what are they doing? Just like we said about Michael Penix. Now, that one ain't working out so far, and it's hit and miss, but that's all I'm saying. We think these top 10 picks are the same when it comes to a quarterback. There are some second-round prospect quarterbacks that will get drafted in the first round because they are a quarterback. If you see the intangibles and you like your guy, you go get him. And I'm going to tell y'all, I got to watch more film, but my early analysis, I would not be mad about Ty Simpson at 11. I'd actually be excited. I see Drake May. I see Drake May in him. I see Drake May in the kid. He ain't one of them little timid, goofy ones either. I got watch a few more of his interviews, but he looked solid. He looked solid. I can't even believe I'm saying this, but I'm telling you, this might be the Dolphins pick at 11. And there's good reason for me to believe that based off of what I'm hearing. But again, it's early in the process. The Dolphins can decide to take the DB for all we know. But there's a lot of interest in Ty Simpson for our organization. A lot of interest. Already have spoken with him. A lot of interest. Ty Simpson is the same situation as Tua for me. I wouldn't draft him at 11, draft down to 15 and get additional assets, and I'm good. The problem is, guess who I think is going to take him if the Dolphins don't take him at 11, based off of what I know. The Rams are just as intrigued at 13. So if we don't get him and you see the Rams do it, we going to clock this one, foul cabinet this one. We're going to foul cabinet this one. Big time. Because the Rams are intrigued. Based off of what I know. I'm pretty sure he'll be there at 11. Did you hear anything from your boys in Mobile? It's a lot going on in Mobile right now. A lot going on. A lot of stuff going on. But I'm flying out to the Super Bowl Sunday, see if I can link up with some people and see their thoughts. But the best place to get a lot of information is in Mobile. Everybody's there. Every general manager, every scout, players that are a part of the Senior Bowl and not a part of the Senior Bowl. A lot of stuff is going on. And it's coming to an end. They played a game, and our guys did their last day down there today with Roundtable. There you go, TD. Come on back to my Crimson Tide. Listen, man, I'm not going to hate on, and I'm wrong. I'm so wrong. I'm wrong because I'm telling y'all now, I haven't looked at an ounce of that kid until this week because I refuse to. Anybody that asked what I thought about, I said I don't think about him. I don't want no more quarterbacks out of Alabama. That's what I said because, and let me tell you why. Saban said, we don't teach protections and all of that. These kids don't know that. We get all out quick and, the game has changed. It's better to work smart than hard now. These kids don't know what their 1, 2, 3 protections are and their gap assignment. They don't know this stuff. Nick Saban said this in an interview. Kept trying to tell y'all about Tua. But I also have to recognize This kid had been in some quarterback camps and had been one of the ones that were exemplary in that area. And didn't get to start Alabama for several years and finally got that opportunity at the end. Didn't run from it, and he's one of the rare gems that can do it. Y'all go watch some film on him, man. You're going to see him navigating that line of scrimmage a lot. You're going to see him communicating up there, talking to him a lot. Checking the running back and the tight ends to change what they're doing. He full command of the offense. Fully can process the field. Ty Simpson won the Elite 11. I didn't know that. I still got a lot of work to do on the kid. I'm just talking about film, watching film the last several, like I watched about 5 hours of them a day based off of the information I'm hearing. I watched a lot of film because I wanted to easily be able to come to y'all, man, the Dolphins might be interested in this guy, and if they do, they done lost me. I'm tired of them. But the film didn't tell me that. The film didn't give me that reaction. That film actually was like, man, I can get behind this. I could get behind this because there's a great upside because he only started 1 year in college. This is a guy we can sit down for a year or two and let him just come out the gate 2 or 3 years from now and be our guy. Understand it all. He got the intangibles. Now he just got to learn terminology, familiarity with the system, timing, and familiarity with the players. I like it. I like it. And just to know the team interested, and I'm happy to hear that. Ty Simpson is not getting out of the top 10. Yeah, I don't know. Like people, like I've looked at where he's projected, and some people say late first, early second. And then you got some people arguing like there's too many fools to think that he's a early second, late first. He's definitely top 10. And I'm like it's a debate about it. And then there's some people, oh, he's a third rounder, but these are just people casually just talking stuff. But the most consistent thing that I've seen is him going. Like this is the most consistent thing and the wisest thing. A lot of people saying that he's a pick that's going to be between like 22 and 34 or whatever, like in that range, 22 and 34. Because teams that need a quarterback now are going to want somebody to come in right away and be the guy. And this guy only has 1 year of starting, and they can't get away with that. But the Dolphins can come in next year and be, you know, and this is what I want to tell y'all. We need Drake May. We need a guy you could bring in and say, make all the mistakes you want, have a rookie season that ain't superior. It's just, hey, you were okay. Because people forget Drake May, first year. You were okay. You held your own. You know, I saw some things that could definitely be built on and some things that, you know, you need to improve, but I didn't see you making the same mistakes twice. I saw you growing. Yeah. Year two, hey, this your coming out party. That's what we need. A guy who can get in there and no expectations right away. But as long as they got the intangibles, we going to build around them. And that's who he can be. He's Drake May to me. I'm telling you from a comp standpoint. The only difference is Drake May got 2 inches on him. He's Drake May. Skill level, Drake May. I just think he might be better than Drake May in the pocket, but Drake May might have a slightly better, maybe not, like mobility prep. Maybe not. I got to go look at some more Ty Simpson evading pressure and running plays. But it's another Drake May to me. We'll see though. We shall see, man. Y'all don't forget this stream is being powered by Sleeper. Take advantage of a $100 deposit match up to $100 using code TDPHINS, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, the Lakers, they finally playing good tonight. LeBron, I don't even think he's doing nothing. I don't know. I got to go check. Let me see. you know. Yeah, but the real game, Boston beating Sacramento, that's all that matter. But y'all get in on the action on Sleeper, the thing, even in NBA, you can still get in on the lines even during the game, okay, on the player props. So go check out Sleeper, get in on the action, and set yours up so that you can get in and have some fun and maybe win some money, all right? But again, don't forget, get $100 match up to 100 using code TD PHINS, all right? Also, don't forget, we got you covered as well with Covered, ladies and gentlemen. I keep telling y'all about Covered. This is your last day. Go on there right now, play in the competition, and get in on the action. Go to the bottom, lifestyle, Super Bowl tickets. Man, a lot of people enjoying now. It was 500 2 days ago. Now it's 840. Well, I'm not going to click mine yet because I'm going to focus and try to win the Super Bowl tickets in my 15 minutes. The lead scorer is Margaret at 31.5 thousand. Man, I know a lot of people are playing right now trying to win those Super Bowl tickets. So when I get off the stream, I'm going to spend 15 minutes, do my best to try to win more points than Margaret and get that $16,000 value of 2 Super Bowl tickets. But go on to Covered right after this stream. Use the link in the description of the video and my code TDFINS. And all you got to do is enter the contest. Now, if you don't want to get into the Super Bowl one or you miss it, remember, you're going to get a free entry every single day. Okay? Get in on that free entry. Merino jersey is still up. March 31st, that contest closed, but it's so much more. It has all you need. But don't forget, Covered is really a app that's going to help you take control of your finances. They got you covered, all right? Now, everything in one place where you can see your financial snapshot, they got you covered. Now, right now, I'm trying to help y'all get on these free contests, all right? They're literally free. They give you one free entry every day. And on that entry, 15 minutes to play a game. Highest score by the end date of the contest wins the prize. No, it's that simple. It's that simple. So if it's free, I'm bringing it to you. Now, if you want to pay money to get extra entries, that's up to you. But don't forget this opportunity. All right, we're covered. All right. I partner with them. I'm going to keep partnering with them. And we're going to keep on having some fun. But again, that jersey, oh, man, I need to get on this leaderboard. I'm second, but I need to do better. I'll do better. I'll get on that tomorrow. We got to do that Super Bowl now. But anyway, man, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for tuning in to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Miami Dolphins drafting Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson at 11. I truly do believe it at this point. He's a serious prospect for them based off of what I'm hearing, but I could see them doing it. I could see them saying, this is our guy. This is who we believe in, this prospect, and we get an opportunity to sit back and develop him the right way. We're not in a rush. We're building this thing. This might be the right path, and this might be what we need to do. But I will tell you, based off the film so far, I believe in it, and I'm behind it. Now, remember, we got those 3 third-round picks, too. The Dolphins can move back up in the second round. And I think that's what they're going to do. And they're going to end up with 2 second-round picks. So I think they'll be able to get some two really good quality players, and hopefully at the guard position in the second round, and start to build around, because we got a defensive coach. I think we're going to have that defense all right regardless eventually. But we got a lot of work to do. But it starts with your quarterback. You got to find your guy, get him in the building. It ain't imperative for him to start right away, but you got to get them in the building, build the culture with them. So that's what I believe. And they'll also go get a free agent quarterback, Will Levis, Mac Jones, somebody like that. And they'll all be competing. All right. So y'all hit that like button. Y'all share the video. Let people know. Everybody can be like, oh, TD trolling. This isn't a troll. This isn't a troll. I have great reason to believe that this is the pick. I'm telling y'all. Okay. I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Going to celebrate Kimmy's birthday. He turned 8 today. He been sick all week. But he turned 8 today. He feeling better. So we gonna have some fun. We canceled the plans this weekend and until I get back because he was sick. But now all of a sudden he feel better. So we just gonna have a in-house party. And then when I get back from the Super Bowl, we gonna celebrate it even more. So y'all in the chat, show him some love. I'll let them know that y'all said happy birthday. All right. All right, I'll see y'all later. If you can hit him up in the Cash App if you want to. I'll get him a Beyblade or something like that. He like. Love y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Peace. I am out.